Welcome, everyone. My name is Brian Bouchard. I'm the urban design planner for the City of Peterborough. And today I'm going to talk about our downtown patios, our permitting process, our guidelines, and the things we are doing to our downtown streets to prepare for um, a staged reopening after the provincial stay-at-home order is lifted. So welcome. I'm going to begin by saying we're differing quite substantially from what we did last year. We want to make it easier to understand for people that want to patronize the businesses and for people that are simply traveling through the downtown. Improved appearance. I think you'll find a marked improvement in that regard. And the general layout will benefit more businesses in 2021. Another important feature to this too is the planters and curbs and barriers that we'll be using this year are going to be purchased by the city, and we'll be able to use those items in subsequent years for streetscape work and perhaps to offer back for purchase to the businesses. So getting to George Street and Water Street, both traffic lanes this year will remain open on both these streets. And one of the main differences as well is that the sidewalks are to remain open. We found that persons with disabilities were very much challenged last year to visit the businesses in the layout that we had. This will make all businesses much more accessible and create more accessibility to all the businesses along the street frontage. Businesses may complete a patio permit application to occupy the on-road parking space zone directly in front of their establishment. So the sidewalk will be clear, but the on-street parking can be permitted to use as a patio during the warm weather season this year. Applicants are requested to show in a drawing their patio permit frontage, and permission must be obtained in writing from the abutting business or property owner as part of the patio permit application. This can be done easily just by way of an email where the abutting business would identify themselves and send an email to me. Excuse me a moment, I'll get these pop-ups. There we go. Patio permit applications must include a scale drawing, and some people can't provide a scale drawing. I understand that, but as long as they show dimensions, that is how many feet or meters of space they are proposing to use, showing the limits of the business's frontage, all existing features on the sidewalk, such as fire hydrants, garbage and recycling receptacles, bike racks, trees, and streetlights. These sorts of things are important to understand where they are for accessibility. Applicant must show the placement of tables on the drawing in compliance with public health regulations. This is important as we still need to go forward with the staged reopening and observe physical distancing measures, which means at least 2 meters apart for all tables and chairs within the patio zone. The permit application drawing must be submitted in keeping with this guideline. And this I supplied to all the businesses that expressed an interest in obtaining a patio permit. Simply put, this represents the on-street parking zone. On the outside, on an angle, will be the planters, which provide a nice barrier between cars that may be parked along curbside and the patio. As well, curbs will be situated, portable curbs will be situated in front of those planters to provide added protection. So the car's wheels will hit something if they venture a little too close to the patio. And then across the road frontage of the patio space, we have these interlocking railings that are pretty nice in appearance and will provide that added protection and define the patio space. The interlocking railings are 2.4 meters in length or 8 feet. And ideally, what we would like to see are permit applications that are in keeping with these 8-foot or 2.4 meter sections of barriers. The city will install the fencing, planters, and curbing in accordance with the approved patio permit drawing. And businesses are asked not to make any modifications on the street after the installation. If they wish to do so, they should contact me by email, and we will review the proposal. The permit holder is responsible for the installation of soil and plants in the planters. The city won't be doing that. There could be others doing that, perhaps with some DBIA assistance. The maintenance of the plants is also the responsibility of the permit holder. These planters are actually self-watering planters, so there must be a reservoir within the planter itself that allows the soil to wick up the water to keep the plants nourished. But I would imagine that that water reservoir will have to be, an eye will have to be kept on that so that there's adequate water in that. And the city will remove the patio at the end of the season. Charlotte Street. It's important to note here that Charlotte Street and Hunter Street will be one-way pairs, where Charlotte Street will be one-way eastbound direction and Hunter Street will be one-way westbound direction, which is much alike what we had last year, except it will just look a lot better and function better as well. Again, for Charlotte Street, sidewalks will remain clear for pedestrians, which means the patio space will be within the parking space zone and partially within the traveled lane. For applicants that are requesting patio space beyond the limits again, they'll need to provide something in writing from the abutting property owner to permit that to happen. And these are the same sort of limitations that were expressed for George Street and Water Street. Here was an illustrative guideline shown to the various businesses where on Charlotte Street there could be a limited amount of expansion within the travel lane. All businesses will be required to provide their own ramp from the sidewalk level down to the on-road patio street level. So we'll be looking for that for some measure of accessibility with regard to these patios. Hunter Street. Hunter Street yet is a little different again because Hunter Street was originally set up for the patios to be situated right on the sidewalk. People have purchased furnishings, railings to accommodate the patios on the sidewalk. So that will continue to be allowed to happen, except during these times, during this year, the on-sidewalk patios can be expanded to the curb line and the pedestrian zone will be accommodated on the road. So there will be one-way traffic westbound on Hunter Street with accommodation within a travel lane for pedestrian two-way traffic. And again, people have to provide their own ramps. Businesses may request sections of enclosures or planters from the city as part of their patio permit application for Hunter Street as well. And again, the same sort of limitations and some opportunities apply to Hunter Street, as was expressed for Water, George, and Charlotte Street. So thank you very much. We think the new plan will be easier to understand for all, much improved in appearance. The layout benefits many more businesses over the layout we installed last year, which was put together very quickly. We've had a little more time to address the concerns that were expressed last year. And planters, curbs, and barriers may be reused by the city and potentially obtained by restaurateurs' businesses next year. All businesses that are requesting a patio permit must have insurance, an insurance certificate, which names the city as additionally insured to 2 million liability limit minimum. And once we've received everything, including the drawing, the executed permit form, businesses can obtain a patio permit after our CAO, Sandra Clancy, has signed them. And it is good until October 20th, 2021. Thank you.